Hello, this is our Take Back Urban Homesteading Day of Action video. Yeah, that's me. That's Izzy. This is our garden. I'm going to try to do this in some sort of fashion. We're a front yard garden. Yep, oh, I got to put my trash out. This was nothing but grass 1 year ago. And we put up the picket fence and threw away the grass, put in a whole truckload of American compost and dug everything up. We put in daikon squash, and what else did we put in? Izzy? We put in kale and a little few herbs, but then that was basically a cover crop. Still have daikon squash, why do I keep calling it squash? This is radish. These make great first time plants because they dig really deep, dig up into the soil, kind of have shale soil, and now they just keep coming and coming into the garden, and we just kind of let them go. That's part of our weeds. We have flowers and herbs and vegetables. I have no idea how I'm going to rotate crops in this garden. It's a very English cottage type garden. I just make my paths by digging into the soil, and a couple of days ago I put down some straw to keep down the weeds. We had a drought for a while and now it's finally cleared. Got some tomatoes. Let me talk to you about these tomatoes. We planted a whole bed of Romas because we wanted to can. My wife thought I was really silly when I put 8-foot stakes in. But of course, now I've spliced in and put the other 2 feet back on. And even now, the tomatoes have outgrown our attempts at holding them back with an 8-foot stake. We've already sun-dried tomatoes and gotten our fill of tomato soup and gazpacho, and they're still producing. They're great. On the edges of the beds for the tomatoes, I've planted flowers like zinnias. Oh, yeah, zinnias. Yeah, there's tomatoes on the camera. And we have calendulas or pot marigolds. On the other bed, we have Chadwick cherries, a few over here, and then yellow pears, more Chadwicks. We got a little random as we kept replacing tomatoes at the beginning of the season. In between the tomatoes we planted basil just to have a little bit of polyculture and have a little bit of different smelling herbs to keep the insects away, more calendulas. And then along the front edges we did golden beets and a few onions every once in a while. Over on the outside beds, oh well, we've got a couple little tomato plants that just came up and volunteered, and we just let them scramble around. A couple pepper plants just scramble around from the compost. Most of our compost is from our rabbits. We have about 20 rabbits and warrens in the back. Hey, do you want to hold the camera? That would be fun. Let me just keep going this way. We have the kale coming in. We have Swiss chard. We have the lettuce going out. Those going back to the rabbits. Cucumbers growing on the picket fences. Here's all of my sweet pepper plants. They haven't started turning red yet, but they're quite promising. Our neighbors have peach trees and apple trees. A few flowers coming in. I am standing on Izzy's playground. This is the foundation to her playhouse. It'll be right next to her little flowers that she helped plant. And we're working out the pump on our little pond and sunflowers behind. For the foundation bed of the house, I want them to get really, really tall, and they're getting really tall, along with okra. And I planted another seeding of okra. Here's another daikon radish and a corner plant fig. Down the south side of our house, it gets a little more ragged. It's harder to get to, but the neighbors partially seeded my yard, made some nice parsley, and I have some pumpkins that aren't doing so well because I can't really get to them that well. We'd love to have a gray water system watering that southern edge. That's in the works. Mint, and a little bit more mint along the back that I'm just going to let go wild. I don't care if the roots go everywhere. This little bed starts our herbs. We have lemongrass in the foreground, marshmallow. Maybe one day I'll try to make marshmallow out of marshmallow. Got a brumaceae for the butterflies, wormwood. And going on to the other side of the garden, here's our original herb bed. We put down some rabbit manure when we first moved in and threw some transplants in from our other house last year. And oh boy, did they love that. Lavender, oregano in there, salvia, a couple different types of sage. I finally found a sage I like the taste of. Pineapple sage, a little lovage, more cucumbers, oregano. We have a little bit of Thai basil. The cilantro gave out a little early this year. They're already in coriander. I'm not going to collect those seeds. They bolted too fast. We have dill and lots of Thai basil because we just love it, and it's beautiful flowers. A little bit of Mexican marigolds. They're not doing so great. I moved some of the cilantro over because it's so hard to get around to the other side of the yard. The hot peppers on the other side, I don't want my hot peppers and sweet peppers cross-pollinating. All kinds of chilies, and I planted some more. Got some Napa cabbage because the local farmers market doesn't seem to grow enough Napa cabbage for us. In fact, now we're selling it back to them. I'm gonna pop outside this gate. The neighbor gave us some zephyr squash. I think there's even a zephyr squash there I can pick, yeah. So we kind of put nasturtiums and other flowers. I had a whole bunch of borage along this front edge. Yeah, there's the flowers. Here's really beautiful lemon bergamot, purslane, coming along with some fern lavender. Here's the fern lavender with the lemon balm behind it. Chamomile. Here's more daikon. They just won't give up. More bergamot, and my beautiful comfrey plant, which is the first thing I planted. So what does our house look like from the street? Well, hopefully you don't see the house. It's all garden. This is what we use to keep ourselves occupied. No. We do it for food. We really do it for food. We love the taste of tomatoes when it's fresh. We love being able to go out and get handfuls and handfuls of herbs whenever we want. We're part of a locally grown market, and we sell a few herbs and share some of our produce that we just really can't keep up with, and then buy back some things that we really don't have enough space to grow. So it all works out very well. I hope you liked the tour of the garden. I'm gonna sit here on my bench next to my garden tools. Yeah, and Izzy's gonna take care of the camera now. Hi Izzy, you gonna say bye-bye?
Bye.
Thank you very much.